A few days ago, I was chatting with a friend right when... Yeah, he was overpaying by a lot. His website only gets around 40 to 50 users a month, and he's paying $30 for hosting. Honestly, I just wanted to know why? Why would you do this? So I took this opportunity to showcase 3 cheap web hosting providers for around $2.50 or less and answer why his response doesn't really make any sense. Let's get into it. Number 1. You see this website? It's loading pretty fast, almost instantly, I would say. Well, this is my demo website with InterServer and their $2.50 plan. That's right, you can even go buy 1 month right now for $2.50 and no other additional fees. And if you use the link in the description and type in Emit 2023, you get it for 1 cent. To be honest, I think the code only works if you buy for at least 1 year, even though InterServer doesn't show this, but even then, it's just $27.50 for 12 months. I've run a GTmetrix speed test on this website and it's fast. Most importantly, this little bit here. It says that the server responded within 200 milliseconds, so good job server, you're doing great, buddy.
But Emit, what about mobile devices? More than 50% of users use mobile devices to access websites these days?
Bruh, I've also just done a real-life test of opening up an incognito tab so there's no cache and browsing around on my phone. As you can see, it feels pretty fast and I don't notice any weird delays, even though the website isn't all that well optimized. With InterServer, you get a free domain name, free SSL certificates, and email hosting. My only complaints here are the promised 24/7 live chat support. Yeah, you only get this ticketing system, and the fact that this control panel shows me various services that I do not have. It just lists everything they offer. Also, their servers are in the United States only, so it performs best for US-based websites. InterServer is good, buy it. Number 2. Hostinger comes in at $1.99 per month, and you can get that down to $1.79 a month with the links in the description and the code Emit.Reviews. And it has absolutely every single feature that you might need. I get that it feels like if you're paying more, you should be getting more features. But with web hosting, that's often not the case because most web hosting providers offer the exact same stuff in every single one of their plans. And even if your cheap plan has some missing features, you can often get those yourself with just a little bit of extra work. After I bought a Hostinger plan, I created a test website and went through my usual test with GTmetrix. And the speed was good. I even did the same mobile test as before. Now, getting people to trust that I'm not faking test data in my videos is nearly impossible. So I went ahead and created uptime.Emit.Reviews.com. Now, you don't have to take my word for it, you can see real data on how often these web hosting plans go down and run your own speed tests. Each site has info about that specific hosting server written inside of it. I have 4 different tier Hostinger plans on here, so just go visit the cheapest one, and if the site is good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. I have no control over it. You're welcome. For $85, you'll get a 4-year plan, a domain name, email hosting, weekly website backups, and the ability to choose between South or North America, Europe, or even Asia for your web server location. You also get 24/7 support, but the support is a little bit of a dumpster fire. It's kinda annoying to navigate to the chat itself, and it feels like one support agent is juggling several people at once, meaning you'll have 3 to 5 minute delays in your responses, but overall, Hostinger, great value for $1.79 a month. Hostinger, cheap yet classy. Number 3. Now, what's the best value for money provider out there? Behold. $2.65 from ScalaHosting. This is like Hostinger and InterServer had a baby and then gave that baby steroids. You're paying 50 cents more, but for that you're getting daily backups. And I know you guys, I know you messed up your websites, and I messed up my websites as well. So having daily backups to restore everything without losing like a week's worth of progress is an amazing feeling. You also get 10 out of 10 like chef's kiss support. Like here, I run into a 404 error while setting up my website because I'm an idiot and I messed up my permalink structure, so I immediately go to the live chat and ask for help. As soon as I click that button, boom, I'm in, no delay. I specify my problem and Dimitar is just stone cold. No answer. Oh, he's typing something. And this absolute chat of a person just goes,
"Try now."
and the problem is completely fixed by that point. I mean, is this not what you want from support? The problem was fixed within minutes with minimal interaction. On top of that, I go back and ask if he can teach me what he just done. The guy just goes like, here's what happened, here's how to solve it in the future. Amazing. I've also taken the liberty of comparing the speed between all three choices here. ScalaHosting is the fastest at a full load time of 1.3 seconds, InterServer comes in second with 2 seconds, and Hostinger third with 2.1 seconds. Additionally, the ScalaHosting control panel is really simple and not visually complex at all, offering all of the functionality you need, like managing emails or installing SSLs and software, within just a couple of clicks. But wait, I hear you say,
Emit, I visited the website and the price is $2.95, not $2.65.
Well, if you would use the links in the description together with the code Emit2023, you get a 3-year plan for $95.50, which is $2.65 a month. Quick maths. The only real downside of going with ScalaHosting is that you do not get a free domain name. But ScalaHosting? Amazing value for money. Limitations of cheap hosting. Of course, there are limitations that every single provider on this list features, and that limitation is resources. If they work fine with 40 to 50 users per week, doesn't mean they'll work fine with 400 to 500 users a week. I've asked the providers what type of CPUs they use in their servers, and interestingly enough, Hostinger has the newest CPUs, released in 2019, running at 2.2 GHz, but ScalaHosting has the most powerful ones, running at 3.4 GHz, even though they were released in 2014. However, both of these providers allocate only around 500 megabytes of RAM compared to the 2 gigabytes of InterServer, technically allowing InterServer to handle the largest amount of traffic at respectable speeds. So I recommend Hostinger if you're looking for the absolute cheapest and easiest to use solution, InterServer if you're looking for good performance to money spent ratio, and ScalaHosting if you want the best of both worlds for just a little bit extra. Now that you know which provider you're using, watch this video next to learn how to optimize your website to squeeze every single ounce of performance out of it, no matter if it's a cheap plan or expensive. My name is Emit, and I'll see you in the next video.